Good morning, everybody. It's the Geek Speak Show, day number 3 at WonderCon Anaheim. Here with, let me have them introduce themselves. Start from over there.
Hi, my name is Valerie Andrews, and I'm a producer on the film Faithful.
Hi, I'm Lily McGuire, and I play Valia in Faithful.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Jenkins, and I'm line producer on Faithful.
If you listened to the warm up, you heard the writer, you heard the director. Now you're gonna get the cast. Well, the main star. Now we're not gonna give anything away, of course, because you are gonna premiere it as we're recording this. But one of you, all of you, jump in. Tell them what is Faithful about. What's the movie about?
So Faithful is a Scottish fairy tale about the Cushy, which is a fairy dog. That's all I'm going to say, because we don't want to give too much away. We like to tell stories about Scottish folklore, which there is so much untapped on the market at the moment, and we have so many stories that we want to share with the world. So Faithful is one of those stories, and it's about a young girl who is trying to reconnect with someone in her life, and she enlists the help of a fairy dog who leads her through a journey, an adventure, and eventually leads her to where she needs to be. But there's life lessons to be learned and things. She does a lot of self-growth in the story. It's a beautiful story, and we're really, really proud of what we've made.
Yeah, I've seen it, so yes, you should be. I should say. Now it's obviously Irish folks. They will understand. They will be familiar with the story. But how do you bring a story from another culture and bring it to America so that we understand it also?
To me, right. So, for a bit of context, I'm not from the UK. Hi. I'm originally from Guatemala. And when I got the script, first of all, the script is amazing. It actually won Best Short Script.
Best screenplay at the British
Short Film Awards. So I read the script and I thought it was a fantastic script. But us in Guatemala, we also have quite a rich, folklore tradition. And we also have one dog that takes care of drunk people when they come out, and then the dog leads you to your house. So there's a good one and a bad one. And then for me, it's the fact that all of these stories intercross without any, we're completely different continents. But when they told me this story about this, magical dog, I was like, oh my God, we have one too. So I feel like folklore in many parts of the world will have, similar, archetypes or similar stories or similar things that you can connect to. And at the end of the day, it's the story of someone wanting to reunite with someone. And I think we all know what that feels like.
Yeah.
So I can say, as someone not from the UK, you can relate to it quite easily, and it's it's a heartfelt story that you can identify with easily, I think.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, we talk a lot about that on the Geek Speak show. How, I'm from Mexico. My co-host, you'll see him in some of the videos, Sean Clan. He talks about their stories, and all of them. Yes, they are different, but it's a universal theme. Like we can all see each other. Like I always say, Star Wars. Everybody knows Star Wars. I see myself on Luke Skywalker, even though I look nothing like Luke Skywalker, but it's him dreaming to be somewhere, getting out of here. All of us have that. Great answer. Now, let's go to the star. Is this your first interview about the movie? You've done these before?
I've done a couple of interviews before, yeah.
Okay, so you have practice. You're not going to be the Tom Holland and say, well, this happens and this happens and this person dies. So talk about how you came on the project and what about it really spoke to you.
So I got something through to ask me to audition for it. So I sent in a self-tape and got a little snippet of the script. And as soon as I saw that, I was hooked. It got me, and I wanted to be part of it. So through each step, I've seen it come to life.
Yeah.
Just getting that wee bit at a time, and having read the script, and then I've obviously we had the premiere before having seen it. It's brilliant to see it all rounded after you see it right from the start.
Yeah. Did you ever get a that's what I was doing moment? Because I'm gonna say something. I'm not spoiling anything. They said that there's a dog in this.
Yes,
Was it hard working with the dog, or fun, or how was that working with the dog?
I'm quite an animal person, so I enjoyed having them on the set. It was like an extra little friend, following you about. So yeah, I did really enjoy working with the dogs. They were so well trained, so well behaved. It's like another actor. You know, they have their job to do, and so it was really exciting first project, and you're getting to work with animals as well as like experienced actors as well. So
Yeah. Well, where I was going with that question is, there again, without giving too much away, it is a magical dog. There's some effects involved. I'm sure Lucy said he has this or this has happened, and then you just see the dog. So I mean, when you finally saw it, was it like, oh, that's what was going on?
yeah, it was a bit like piecing that puzzle together. A lot of it was sort of lights at the time,
Yeah.
so I don't want to give too much away, but not having what I was working with at the time was a wee bit challenging, but you got used to it, and you were using your own imagination to interpret what it was going to be. So seeing the final project and comparing it to what you had in your head as well was quite interesting.
Yeah. See, now she's big studios, major studios over here that want to cast her for the big movies. She's got it down. She knows how to skip around and not spoil anything. Yeah. So let's
make it work.
As we're recording this, we're just starting out. I mean, the sun's not even out yet. Have you had a chance to walk around and take it all in, WonderCon?
No. No, we literally got here and we've been in interviews and things, doing a lot of press stuff. So then we have our screening, and then we're going to just get down and take it all in.
Well, it'll be packed by then.
Yeah.
But I will say, and people watching probably know, this is the little brother of a kind of bigger one in San Diego Comic Con. That one is, I always say, you got to be like the Exorcist, your head spinning. Look at this, look at that, look at it, look at that. This one is the fun one. I always call it the warm up to San Diego.
That's good.
So there's going to be a lot of cosplayers in the fountain down there.
No, everyone looks fantastic. I feel
Yeah.
really underdressed. I feel
Yeah,
boring.
we look
I'm
so
like
normal right now. It's like,
Well, you know what you have to do. There's booths here. Get a mask. Get something.
do you know what?
You'll fit right in.
I like that, and I'm going to do that. You're
know,
going to
we-
see me later on walking around in some mask and a beer. You're gonna be like, she listened.
we should find some like magical fairy dog.
Yeah,
thing.
I think we should.
You know, a little.
I mean, maybe next time, hopefully, there will be people dressed as our characters from this. So that's the dream.
That would be great.
Well, let's hope we get it next time. Again, it's premiering at WonderCon. If you weren't here, you missed it. Hopefully, where's it going to be coming out where they can see it?
So we are streaming it on. It is a UK platform, STV player. So, but we are reaching out to other distributors, hoping that it will be picked up so that everyone across the globe can watch.
Yeah. If you guys politely ask, we want to see it. Where can they go to get behind you guys?
Probably our social media. Just get in touch with us. I mean, we're on all of the medias, the good ones and the bad ones.
Yeah.
Because you have to
You
be,
can
right?
find us. Yeah, you can find us on Instagram, the bad one,
Yeah.
Facebook. We're quite prolific on like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn.
Yep.
If you're looking for like professional connections as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, the platform that we're using is called STV. So if anyone is in the UK, you can watch it on STV from April 7th.
April 7th, yep.
And then, if you're skilled with pirating skills, you might find it somewhere.
Yes. But don't
Watch it. Legal.
Yeah. So we'll put everything down here in the description. You'll see the links there. So again, thanks a lot, ladies, and best of luck with everything.
Thank you guys
for
so
having
much.
us. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day too.
And we are here. Well, you heard them. If you listened to the Warm Up the WonderCon episode, you heard them. Now you can actually see them. Fraser and Lucy here. Hey guys, how are you?
Good morning. We're good. This is wild.
Yeah, they're enjoying the session. We haven't even started yet. Really, hasn't officially opened yet, and they're already wowed. So let's start there. Actually, have you had a chance to walk around? and take it all
No,
in?
we were straight into interviews this morning, which is just
I was
a
here
bit...
Friday, so I got a little bit more of a taster
Yeah.
on Friday for the rehearsal. So yeah.
Yeah. So Lucy, I'll go with you. What do you think so far?
Yeah,
of
I mean
WonderCon?
the cosplay is just amazing, and one of the things that's so impressive is there's no medium ground. Like you are full cosplay, or you're in a t-shirt and shorts. Like I haven't seen anybody who's like, I'll put a hat on and that'll do. Like everybody is absolutely committed to it, and I love that. That's me all over. Do it or don't do it. It's the older. So yeah, that's been really, really fun to see. And it's just beautiful here. It's stunning.
And I've already seen Ghostbusters. So as someone who used to run a Ghostbusters charity group, I'm very happy.
But was it because there is a group called the LA Ghostbusters?
I've not met them, but I know them. I used to follow them back in the day. So if I find them, I'm going to go say hi.
When we're done here after the premiere, I'll introduce you to
Oh,
them.
amazing!
They're
Thank
actually
you.
friends of mine.
That'd be great. Thank you.
And by the way, they're here to premiere their movie. They have a movie.
We do, yeah, that
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we heard from the ladies a little what it is. So for you guys, let's talk about that seems to be the theme this year for WonderCon. There's a lot of international and other stories from other cultures that are coming to WonderCon and making their debut here. So that's what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
And I'll ask you two what I asked on the show is talk about how do you bring that a story from another culture, keep it authentic, but still make it palatable to these guys out here.
Well, it was interesting. We've been saying, like, obviously the film is Scottish, and we've got a very Scottish cast and crew. But I am very much not Scottish. I'm from England. I'm been adopted.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I didn't know.
I've
Couldn't
been
tell.
Breaking
I've been
news.
adopted by Scotland now, but so that's been really interesting because obviously I'm already that outside eye for the way that Scotland is viewed and the way that the folk tales and the fairy tales and everything are viewed. Obviously, still within the UK, but we knew that from the beginning that the stories are going to travel and that they are everybody's looking for something new and something that they haven't really heard before. So yeah, we kind of that was baked in really from the beginning, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm always like, what's the local story told globally? Like, how do you tell this story that's accessible to everybody? And it's just writing your truth, and it's just writing what you know, and it's just being honest with yourself, and like, what do I want to see? What story do I want to tell? And am I the audience for this? And obviously, I'm a big, massive nerd, like, of course. So, like, I think we managed to keep it quite honest that way.
Well, he's not using the glasses because he's being very Hollywood.
I'm being
really,
so Hollywood
it's
right now.
bright out here.
And also,
But-
it's brighter in Scotland. It's never this bright. This is unnatural.
Yeah, we get clouds, but we got
I don't
sun
believe
too.
you. I don't believe you.
Oh, well, we gotta hurry because they gotta get to the premiere of the movie in a few minutes. So
Not
the
nervous
final
at all.
thing.
No, not nervous.
We do have, yes, cosplayers, you've seen them, but I bet you that you'll have them in the audience. We have one right here. I'll introduce you in a second on my team. We have people that want to be filmmakers. They want to make films. They've done it. They're about to premiere here at WonderCon. So give them some quick advice on how they can get to where you are.
You just have to. So my advice is that once you've got your script and once you've got your team together, start building a social media campaign immediately. Like, create profiles for your film or your project. Start to build that awareness. Start to build that fan base. Get them excited. Share concept art. Share what you're doing. Some script pages, and get that out to everybody. Because as soon as you get somebody excited on board, they're going to want to back you. So one of our producers, Simon, is here today, and Simon follows our one of our actresses, Kimberly Nixon, on Instagram. Saw that she's going to be in our film. Found me, Lucy and Valerie talking about our film and why we're so passionate about it, and he put in half the budget. And that is half the battle, is finding your
Absolutely.
funding.
And I think, like, really right from the very beginning, I always think there's two things. If you want to be a filmmaker, the first two things you need to think about: who am I and what do I have? And if you start there, that will give you your voice as a filmmaker. Like, what do I want to say? What do I care about? What stories matter to me? How can I engage with people, with an audience? And then what do I have? Your locations, your friends and family that have got, kit, or, do amateur dramatics, or, want to be in front of the camera, behind the camera, want to help. Anything that you already have that you can utilize to make your film, and start there. Write something that, if you know a buddy who's a manager of a pub or, a bar or something, right, what can I write? Two people in a pub setting. So start, who am I and what do I have? I think is always the best place to start when you're indie filmmaking.
Yeah, perfect. And final thing, see you right there. We didn't plan that. Told you he's one of us. He even threw in a G.I. Joe reference, knowing it's half the battle. There you go. So let's get out of here. Let's go show it to them. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Thank
Best
you.
of luck.
Thank
Now
you so
let's
much.
go premiere the movie. Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.